Let's look at the life and time of our icon, a singer, writer, actress, journalist, politician, and an activist, Onyeka Onwenu. Let's look at her family background, her marriage, her music career, her acting career, her politics career, activism, achievements, and her death. Onyeka Onwenu was born in 31st January 1952 in the family of D.K. Onwenu in Obosi, Anambra State, while she hails from Arondi Zogo in Imo State. She grew up with 4 of her siblings in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Her father is an educationist. He died in an auto crash when she was 4 years old. The father died the year he was supposed to be made Minister of Education in Nigeria. She attended University of Ibadan, where she graduated with BA in International Relations. Her father's passing didn't stop her education, because when her father passed, members of her father's family took everything from the mom. She proceeded her education by attending a college in Wellesley, Massachusetts in USA, where she obtained a degree in International Relations and Communication. And also she obtained a master's degree in Media Studies, which she obtained from New York School of Research in New York. Onyeka Onwenu married a Yoruba Muslim in 1984 to one Mr. Ogundele. She kept her marriage anonymous. The marriage lasted for 40 years, but she got a divorce. The marriage was blessed with 2 children, Tijani Ogundele and Ibrahim, that later changed to Abraham Ogundele. Though she later divorced her husband on the claim of that she was depressed, that the man is very controlling, but he is a nice man, but sometimes he wants you to do whatever he wants you to do. If you don't do it, that will be a problem. In other words, the man was controlling and she couldn't have it. That if she had stayed in that marriage, that she would have died in that marriage. That the man was too controlling. That the man never paid the school fees of her 2 children, from nursery to primary to university, secondary to university to masters. He never paid a dime for his kids. In an interview she granted with one lady, that was when she was 70 years, she made all these things known, that any man that cannot pay the fees of her children will answer to God.
Any man who has children, has a family, and decides not to take care of them, you will have to answer to God.
As part of her life, in the interview she granted with Jide, she addressed the rumor that has been flying around for decades now, that she dated Obasanjo, she dated Fela, and also she dated Sonny Okosun. She said true that Fela wanted to marry her, but it didn't work out. But every other person, that she never dated those people. Let's look at her acting career. Onyeka Onwenu featured in so many Nollywood movies, which include Conspiracy, Lionheart, Obaram, Muna, Government House, Rising Moon, and Our Almighty Half of a Yellow Sun by our own dear Chimamanda Adichie, and so many other movies. Let's look at her political career. She ventured into politics and served as Imo State Council of Arts and Culture. In 2013, the then President Goodluck Jonathan appointed her as the Executive Director, Chief Executive Officer of the National Center for Women Development, and she is currently a member of People's Democratic Party. Let's look at her activism life. The late Onyeka Onwenu embarked on a hunger strike few years ago. Why? When she came back to Nigeria after studying abroad, she worked in NTA for her NYSC program. So her songs were played in the television station while she was working there. So what made her to protest was she was asking them to give her the royalties of her music, but they never wanted to do so. In 2020, Onyeka Onwenu protested against her former employer in NTA over their refusal to pay her royalties from her music. She protested because then in NTA, they used to play her song every now and then. I think that's where we started hearing her song from. At the end of the day, the royalties they are supposed to pay her for using her songs, she wasn't paid, and she protested. And her then director general, in the person of Ben Bruce, blacklisted her from entering their station. Because of this, she took her placard. She embarked on hunger strike outside the station. This gained sympathy from so many people like Charlie Boy, and so many people were in her support. They all came out and lambasted NTA for holding her royalties and even blacklisting her from entering their station. She also made a viral, touching BBC documentary about Nigeria, stating that nothing seems to change in Nigeria. Like Nigeria has been a circle, like everything is just revolving around each other since since the independence, which she tagged squandering of riches. Let's look at the awards Onyeka Onwenu received in her lifetime. She received the honor of Member of Federal Republic, MFR. She was awarded as the Best Actress in Supporting Role by African Movie Academy. In 2009, she was awarded by the National Council of Arts and Culture for her contribution in arts, music, and culture in Nigeria. Nigeria Music Award also awarded her as the Best Female Artist. Nigeria Women Distinctive Award also gave her an award and honor at the country's 50th year Independence Day anniversary in 2010. True Nigerian Award, amongst others, were the award given to the late Onyeka Onwenu. Her music career. Onyeka Onwenu started her music career in 1980s, and she released her debut album in 1981 titled For the Love of You. Ever since then, Onyeka Onwenu has released so many albums and singles during her lifetime. I bet you some of the songs you've been hearing them, but you never knew Onyeka Onwenu was the one that sang these songs. The first one is Iyo Gogo. It's an Igbo song. When we were small, we sang this song. I never knew it was Onyeka Onwenu up until today. Iyo Gogo, kaije na nke Iyo Gogo, kaije na nke Bishop na 5 akwọla. Nyerewe mi webu nefe makọrọ akọ, nwambu n'afọ na-enwe aṅụrị. Nye na nke Bishop na 5 akwọla. The next one is One Love. So many of us do hear this song, but we don't know who sang it. One love, keep us together. Yeah. Keep us together. One love, keep us together. Ekwe o, ekwe o, ekwe o, ekwe o, ekwe. Nyanya n'aka m, dekwe ekwe ka ọ na-abịa. Nyanya n'aka ekpe m, dekwe ekwe ka ọ na-abịa. Ogede. Gụgwa eji ngụgwa ekwe. You and I will live as one. Oh, you and I. You and I. You and I will live as one. Because yeah, ochie dike mama na gozie nne m. Ochie dike nne m. Chukwu biko gozie ochie dike mama. Hey, na gozie nne m. Hey, ochie dike nne m. Is it so? Bịanụlọ ọnụ anyị nna bịanụlọ ọnụ anyị. Onweghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Onweghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Nna bịanụlọ onye kere ụwa bịanụlọ ọnụ anyị. Eze bịanụlọ sekere ụwa bịanụlọ ọnụ anyị. Nna bịanụlọ ọnụ anyị. Onweghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Onweghị mgbe ike kwesịrị akarị ike Chukwu. Nna bịanụrụ onye kere ụwa bịanụrụ ọnụ anyị. Her death on 30th July 2024. The mighty Iroko fell. Onyeka Onwenu was invited at a birthday party of the owner of Emzor Pharmaceuticals in the person of Mrs. Stella Okoli. She attended this birthday celebration, and shortly after her performance, she slumped. She was rushed to a hospital, Renditin Hospital, Lagos State, where she was confirmed dead. We lost Onyeka Onwenu to the cold hands of death yesterday, 30th July. She was 72 years when she died. This was the performance, the recent performance she did yesterday that took her life. This was her last performance on earth. Look at the video. May her soul rest in peace. May the soul of Ifanyoba rest in peace. May the soul of Emmanuel Iwanyanwu rest in peace. This is a trying time. This is a mourning period for the whole Nigeria and for the whole Ndibo at large. Rest on, ma. We appreciate you for the good work, for everything, for your good memories, for your good song, for your aura. A true African. She never wore a wig for once. She's always on her low cut with her gray hair. The world will miss you. The Nigerians will miss you. Your tribe, Igbo land, will miss you because a great Iroko has fallen.